Hello, everyone, and welcome back to episode 3 of our brand new series here on Petervill. It's been a lot of fun so far, and glad you guys are enjoying it, and I hope you are enjoying it. But if you'll notice, we're down to $1,900. Now, when we left our last episode, we had about $3,500 in the bank, and I was like, maybe I'll just go buy a few bags of pig food just to, hold our pigs over. Well, here's the thing. It rained for literally 2 in-game days. So we're literally on the third day after our last episode. And you say, well, that's not too bad. Well, it is when you don't have any money. The pigs ate everything we had. So I was like, do I take a loan? Do I go buy them some food? I really don't want to buy any, have a loan. So I was looking, thinking, looking around, and it hit me. Now, you won't be able to see it now, but our other crops. Whenever you start in this mode, the game gives you like roughly $9,000 to $15,000 of each crop that's yours. Well, because we're on this farm and not down on the main farm, I completely forgot about it. So what I did was I took every bit of those crops and went and sold them for whatever I could get for them at that time. And I actually ended up with about $125,000. So instead of bringing those crops over here and still not having any potatoes or sugar beets, I took them and sold them and got $125,000. And then I went back and got us a full trailer load, 31,000 pounds of pig food, because it just made sense. It'll give the animals their full total nutrition that they need, potatoes and sugar beets included. And it's just a good product that they need to eat. Now, this should only get us to about halfway, roughly. So we'll still definitely need to be doing the other crops and continue to grow the pigs, to get them everything else. But in that 2 days, we were able to actually gain one pig, which was nice. So that worked out pretty well. So the farm is actually already making money. I don't know why that did that. Still showing pig food in there. Strange. I mean, you can see in the bottom that there's nothing showing in our trailer, but we still have a little bit in our trailer. Oh, it is. Oh, it gave me a trigger, so maybe it wants to get it out. What was it? Maybe less than a pound? Is that what it thinks? I don't like glitches. That is something that I don't like. Did it come out? No, it's still in there. Let's go back to the silo and see if it'll let us dump it out there. It's going to be very aggravating if I have to reset this trailer. I'm kind of glad it did it. It lets you guys see some of the glitches that are in the game. I mean, obviously we got everything out of the trailer. Yeah, everything's out of the trailer and it will not empty. Now that is frustrating. I don't believe it's going to let us put anything else into it because it thinks there's pig food in it. So, what a great way to start. Let's go ahead and reset that back to the shop. And all that does, you have to be careful doing it, but you know what? Let's reset the truck with it and we'll go get the darn thing. Wherever it was. Perfect. Now, as you can see, there shouldn't be, and there's not anything in the trailer. Now, since the game went ahead and cost me a few minutes, I'm going to go ahead and save a few minutes by cutting across a field, which I absolutely hate doing, but it's part of it. I mean, there was absolutely no reason for that to get stuck in there. Cut through the hedges, go up the road. One thing I think would be a great mod, and PC may already have one. Obviously, I'm on console, so you know we're limited. But it would be awesome if somebody would make it like a reset trigger. I know some of the maps, like if you play them, if you reset the equipment twice, you know it'll actually put it on your farm, but or on the main farm of the map. But if you're not starting off on the main farm, sometimes it can be helpful if you could maybe throw, even if it costs you a little money, to be able to throw a trigger down that would be like, hey, here's where I want my vehicles to spawn or reset to. So I don't know. It just seems like I haven't ever seen that. If it is a mod out there, you can let me know. I know it's not on console, but if you've ever seen that mod, let me know. I think it'd be pretty neat. But as we make our way back to the farm here, we've got to grab some straw for the pigs, and hopefully the trailer will act right on that particular item. We're good on water. We do have a little manure, as we saw in the back, that we can get loaded up and get ready to sell, or maybe just store until we get a full trailer load. I think would probably be the best route. Well, I didn't even realize we had 7,000 soybeans left. That's free money sitting there. Here's our straw. Let's just get about 10 or 11,000. That should be plenty. Our silage is done in the bunkers, so we can get ready to get that out. Well, I was hoping we could just pull straight in. There we go. Now, one thing you do want to look at whenever you take the silage to the sell point, or your straw or hay, whatever you're selling on this map, is it is a covered building. What I mean by that, it's got a small roof, you know, sticking out over your sell point. So you can carry a tipper down there, but it's kind of tricky to be able to get in and out of it. So we have our loading wagon there, so that's the best thing to me to put it in, just to be able to back up comfortably and not hit the roof. So get this guy over here on our field. Yeah, perfect. Good timing. Nearly full grain tank. I was able to cut the grass, and if I had been paying attention, I would have been able to cut the grass actually twice this time today, and one time during our 48-hour rain delay we had. I knew the rain was coming, but I've actually never seen that go for it. It wasn't a full 48 hours, but it was within like 2 hours of being 48 hours worth of rain. It was crazy. I was glad we didn't have a loan, because it would have just been sucking it down on the loan interest. It is a really good looking trailer. I hate when I have little issues with things, because it makes me not want to use them. But I like this trailer, so I'll definitely stick with it. But let's grab our tractor here and start getting that silage out. Turn him on. Perfect. And you see the width that you actually have in using this machine. It picks it up really well on the sides. Do I have it lowered down? Yeah. Just go a little slow. Just let it do its own thing. Now, since we will have more than a trailer load, what I'm going to do is dump it into our bunker just for a second, and that way we can go ahead and get it completely emptied up to be able to put our fresh grass back into it. It'll be a little bit of double work, but our bunkers, our silo, is just right here, which is the way I actually like to do it in game. So I'm gonna drop him right there. Do just a little bit of double work here, and then we'll be ready to go. I'm not gonna empty it all the way, but just give us enough room to get it finished up. just say 15,000. That's good. I could have used 2 tractors on this, but I figured just go ahead and just do it like I would in game, or like, you know, like if I was playing or whatever. There we go. He found that little friend. Lower him down. The only thing you have to watch with this machine is just like a forage wagon or a forage harvester, whatever. Perfect. Got him emptied. Is you gotta make sure, like if you notice there's just a little bit of grass right here at the beginning. Now if I had accidentally ran over that with the milling machine on, it would have picked it up into its little storage area there, and I would have had to literally put it into a trailer, or, you know, pull somewhere to the side to unload it. That is something I wish it would kind of take over, like the belling technology does. Whenever you accidentally pick up a little bit of grass or a little bit of straw, whatever you've got the majority of is what it'll take over and become. Top the silage back off. How much is silage going for? 653, so that's actually very, very good. I think, how much room's this guy got left? He's got a pass and a half left. Let's see if we can get down to the sell point before we have to swap him over to the other field. And I'll just let you ride with me this time. And maybe we should wash this equipment off. I just really like it dirty. I mean, I know that's crazy, but it's good to see, you know, it shows you've been working. Let me know what maps you guys are playing. If you've moved straight to Petervill, or if you're continuing to play on another map. I like all of them. I mean, each map has its own issues, like we said before. But if you like big fields, there's maps for you. And this one is surprising me a little bit because I really, really want to expand the farm. But if you look at it, we'll try to keep this guy going straight. If you look at it, around our farm, we've got the forest, but we've got all these huge fields all the way down. Well, they're expensive. I mean, they're like $300,000, $400,000 to purchase those fields. So while you don't want to continue to do the same thing every day on your farm, as you're starting off as a new farmer, that's what you're going to have to do. It's going to be, you know, rinse and repeat the same things over and over and over until you just get started. So we're making very, very, very good progress. I feel we're just a couple of episodes in, and, you know, we're already talking about buying more fields. So as far as that goes, I feel like we're on a good pace. We've just got to decide where we want to go to. Do we want to move our whole operation? Not necessarily our whole operation. Still keep what we have with the pigs, but do we want to move back to the in-game large farm, or do we want to just try to, you know, purchase fields around our farm? You can get the in-game farm for about 300 something thousand, so you'd get it plus, I believe, the pen areas, which would be 2 smaller grass fields, which you can, you know, plant and make anything you want to. They've just got to be plowed up. But it's whatever we want to do. It's our game. We can play it like we want to. Try not to hit that fence. Good. And as we were driving, if you saw it, our helper did complete his task. And I really don't even know if I've mentioned it, but I believe I did. Did I mention we got a new header? I don't even remember, to be honest with you, which is so terrible. But I'll show you when we get back, because we are about to use it. Leave this guy sit here just a second. actually going to sit this header right here out of the way for a moment. Swing by on our soybeans, get those unloaded. And this episode's actually flying by, guys. We've already pretty close to 20 minutes, which is great. We've got our pigs up, caught up, everything doing good on them. That manure can just pile up. I don't care right now. And like I said, I don't even remember if I talked about it, but I did buy us a new header for this side of the farm, just to keep from having to bring that header across and around every time. That's where the rest of that 125,000 went. Now the only thing with it is it is a little bit shorter than our other header. And I believe math-wise, just roughly looking at it, I believe it would cause us an issue if we didn't come down here and do this. I think by the time it worked itself over here, it would probably be hitting those buildings. Only because I remember where our other header finished up last time. So we'll run one across the top here and then get him going. Should be good. And there's our other little barley field. Still only using it just to produce straw. And if I'm going to continue to buy the pig food for right now, just taking the barley and selling it off. We'll let this guy go, see how he goes. Really need to get this guy back to the farm so we can pick up our grass and start our whole silage process over again. Let me know, guys, if the volume is good for you, if something needs to be louder, if something needs to be quieter, just good or bad. Leave me a comment down below. Let me know what you think about the series so far, something you'd like to see in the series or on another map. I'm still just kind of torn on which map I want to start on. I'm thinking about Lapinky, but I don't know. I really like that map, but if you've played it at all, there is a few issues with that map. If like the field boundaries and things like that, property you own actually leaks over into other people's fields. So when you do workers and those things, it kind of it's kind of tough. One thing about it, there's so many trees that I'm basically talking myself out of that field or out of that map as we speak. So if there is a map that you'd like to see, let me know, because I really want to start another series, probably like I guess like a rags to riches series, you know, starting off completely small, no loan if we can, but we may have to use some money. You know, everything is property based. We all know the cheap equipment that you can buy to start a game mode with, or start a new series, whatever. But it's all about the property. If the map creator has, even on his small fields, you know, if they've kept them less than $100,000 to where you can buy a couple to get started, well, you can get the cheap harvester, 1 tractor, 2 tractors, whatever, the small 3-meter seeders. Everything can go like you want it to, and start off and just have a fun time playing the map. But if you come into a map and every field is $250, $300, $400,000, then you don't have a choice. You're gonna be taking a loan or cheating money in, or just, you know, not being able to basically do a start from scratch mode, which kind of defeats the purpose of the mode, is how I kind of look at it. So you know, it is what it is. Everybody's got their own ideas and opinions, and some of you will like mine, and some of you won't, and that's okay too. I hope we're all having a good time playing the game, and because that's the main thing. We all enjoy Farming Simulator. Otherwise, you wouldn't be on my channel right now, you know, unless you're one of my friends giving me a hard time about it because they just don't understand or enjoy the game or understand why I play it. But if you play the game and you enjoy it, then you know the same feelings and things that I like about the game. So it's all that matters to me. It sounds like the audio has actually acted right and been pretty good this game. I've noticed around this map, and it could just be my setup, but I have really good equipment. As you get toward the edge of the map, or like right up against the pig pen, or just other little places on the map that I've noticed, the audio will get glitchy, and it'll do it even when I'm not recording. So it's not just oh hey, he's recording. It's you'll hear a tractor cut in or out, or you'll hear, you know, whatever. So I'm recording what's coming through my gameplay. Well, that's about terrible. Try to get it all the way to the end here, just like we did last time. And I still didn't do what I said I was going to do. I'll show you what I was talking about. You see how the harvester's going up through there? He's going to turn and he's going to come back down through there. But if we don't take over for him, there's a little bit of a chance he may just try to rip the sides off of our building. You know, it literally wouldn't end the game, but cause dramas. You may flip him upside down or something, have to reset. So if you see things going to happen with your workers, try to take over and prevent it from happening. Would be my suggestion. We will let him turn around up there. He's trying to now, so we'll jump in. I don't think we will end up with a full trailer load this harvest, but it is what it is. Money is money, and that's what we got. What are the prices for soybeans right now? I didn't even look last time we went. We were pleasantly surprised when they were worth $3,100. This time, $27.72 and falling. So what do? Do we sell them now? I mean, there's really nothing we can buy, you know, with $100,000 that we absolutely need. I think we might hold on to them for a day or so. Just continue to do what we've been doing. And when they get back up above $3,000, I think that's when we should sell. I would like to know what I did with my truck. Oh, it's on the other side. I completely forgot what I was doing right then. $21,000. I didn't even remember what was in the harvester. Let's see. Let's just see. How much are we gonna get? Be close. Yeah, we don't have as much as last time. So I believe what we'll do is just hang on to our crop here. And when that soybean price goes back up, I believe that's when we'll go sell it. I think it would just make more sense. And if we get into buying them, we just absolutely have to sell, then we just sell. I mean, it's fake money on a fake game. It's not like it's going to kill us. So we've got our grass. We've got to get a little more in there. One more little pickup here. Get this guy turned back on. Hopefully. Yes. Got that guy unloading. Leave him here for a second. Jump back in our harvester. I believe the straw is enabled, but we'll check it and see here just to make sure. I mean, that's the whole point of this field, so give it a check. No. Turn it off. Believe it'll be that button. Yes, there we go. Perfect. Back up, keep it as straight as a line as we can. Turn down the field. Get that back on. Get him going again. Swap back over to our trailer here. And I believe that will do it for today, guys. I'll get that field over there harvested. Get that straw picked up. Get ready to come back and do some planting. We're still another harvest away from having to plow and lime and do that whole process, which we're set up and ready to do it. So if you've enjoyed, please give us a like. If you'd like to see more, subscribe and turn on those notifications. It would greatly mean a lot to me. But other than that, have a great day, guys, and thanks for watching. God bless.